Anyone who sets himself up as religious by talking a good game is self-deceived. This kind of religion is hot air and only hot air. Real religion, the kind that passes muster before God the Father, is this: reach out to the homeless and loveless in their plight and guard against corruption from the godless world. Hello, friends. I'm glad you stopped by Bee's Place for devotions. Today's devotion is The Key to Happiness by Joyce Meyer, Trusting God Day by Day. Joyce says she went to church for 30 years without ever hearing one sermon on my biblical responsibility to care for orphans, widows, the poor, and the oppressed. I was shocked when I finally realized how much of the Bible is about helping other people. I spent most of my Christian life thinking the Bible was about how God could help me. It's no wonder I was unhappy. Apparently, Joyce's church was very, very different from the kind of church that I was brought up in. I was brought up in the church that we are to help each other, we are to help our neighbors, and that those of us that are in our church, we're a church family. We're just not individuals suffering or having good times or bad times alone, but as a family, we can do it together. The key to happiness isn't only in being loved, it is also in having someone to love. If you really want to be happy, find someone to love. If you want to put a smile on God's face, then find a person who is helping and help him. Be determined to help someone. Be creative. Lead a revolt against living in a religious rut where you go to church and you go home and go back to church, but you're not really helping anyone. Don't just sit in church pews and sing hymns. Get involved in helping people who are hurting. Remember the words of Jesus? I was hungry, and you gave me no food. I was thirsty, and you gave me no drink. I was a stranger, and you did not take me in. Naked, and you did not clothe me. Sick, in prison, and you did not visit me. Then they also will answer him, saying, Lord, when did we see you hungry or thirsty or a stranger or naked or sick or in prison and did not minister to you? Then Jesus said, then he will answer them, saying, assuredly, I say to you, inasmuch as you did not do it to the one of the least of these, you did not do it for me. So in other words, when we help out of our love, when we help others, God is smiling upon that. He encourages all of us to help one another. That's what we're here for, to love each other, help one another, get along in this life. And so when you do these things, God said, you're doing them in my name. You're doing that. If he was here, that's what he would be doing. But since you're there and you're able to, and you are doing it, you're doing it in Jesus' name. Trust in him. Are you ministering to Jesus? Jesus said, ministering to others ministers to him. So when you help others, you're pleasing the Father. Trust his life on earth to be an example of how you should live your life. going about doing good for others in need. And we're in this time we're in the season this time of the year where there's a lot of giving, a lot of thinking about Christmas and Santa Claus and all that. But the real meaning of Christmas is Jesus and loving one another. And that's the attitude we should have all year round, not just Christmas, the Christmas holidays, but every day. We should be helping our brothers and our sisters, our neighbors, whatever we can do. Sometimes it's a kind word. Sometimes it's a hug. Sometimes it's a smile. And that makes Jesus smile too. So, friends, if you enjoyed today's devotional, if you enjoyed this little word of encouragement to be kind to each other, to love one another, please subscribe, like, and share, and comment. I get such pleasure from your comments, and pray for me. I'm praying for you. I had one of my subscribers to say, Miss B, I'm praying for you. I want to tell you I appreciate that. So we need to pray for each other, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.